Good morning. Robert, how are you, my friend? Cool Cat Renee, good morning. Good to see you guys in here. No, no day, no government shutdown 38 live today. Salud, my friends. Stay thirsty. Um, Wake up, Dennis, says Robert. Ah, man, it is tough. It is tough. So I've been, believe it or not, you guys think I'm probably be sleeping, but no, I look like this because I don't get sleep. Uh, I was digging up some information, trying to back up everything we were talking about yesterday, and there is a lot of things happening, but as of right now, we don't have anything going live. I mean, we do. We have the Senate here, but they really are just talking a bunch of nonsense. Honestly, it's the same thing. They don't really want to negotiate. They don't. I mean, they don't want to do anything. They just said, okay, look, this, typical socialists, typical new Democratic Party. They they want you to believe that they stand for freedom of speech, and yet only on what they say. That's their freedom of speech. Only what they say. And I mentioned this before. Good morning, Weddle. I mentioned this before. That we have this thing that they argue about with democracy. Okay, everything about voting. I get it. Okay, let's go with that. Well, let's make sure that if you call that it is it is the same on both sides. It's a two-way highway, right? Let's see. Robert is waiting for the what? Hold on. Let me move this here real quick. I'm waiting for my tracker mod to get done. I am waiting to be able to get out of this house. Johnny Black says, "Gold Pros Unite, Fuentes for president." You know what? I was looking at Fuentes for a little bit there because I thought the guy, he has some interesting things to talk about. But the guy's a racist. The guy's a fan of Stalin. You guys know who Stalin is? Man, I mean, you're. I don't know, man. This guy, he's just too much out there. He's way too out there. Um, and this right here, this one's nothing's happening. We're gonna continue to monitor here from channel News 18, and we're gonna see if we actually get some debates going on. I know there has been some already, but um, this one is not the one that you can actually replay and stuff. All right, let's do it that way. It'll probably look better once it comes on. Um, yeah, Fuentes for idiots. That's right, time. I don't like that guy. He's racist. I've gotten a couple of black people that get mad at me when I talk about black history. You guys already know me. I don't believe in this whole black history bull crap. I think that blacks are just as Americans as the person next to them that is an American. And for many decades now, people. Hey, good morning, Brian. How are you, Mr. Reedy? Good to see you. Yes, sir. I'm always happy to see my patrons here with me. I am here to get my fixed dose of patriotism with my favorite people in this country. So thank you guys for joining me. Moonflex says, "Look, man, with the rules, the way the world works, everyone I talk to is a effing zombie." Yeah, you're not too far off from there, my friend. No, no, we have just well. Let me see. I don't know. They have been put in timeout for 24 hours, so I think it's too early for them to come in right now. At least to chat. They probably come in, they can't chat, and then they leave. Hey guys, do me a favor since you guys are coming in here. Give the video a thumbs up in here. Let's get some more people in here. Um, I don't know, time. What you think about that? Is it okay for everybody to talk about American history in general? And do I have to be a certain ethnicity to be able to talk about history. For example, if you are white and I tell you, hey, don't talk about Hispanics, you're not Hispanics, therefore you don't understand what you're talking about. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that I should be a Chinese man to be able to talk about Chinese affairs and their history? Do I have to be a particular ethnicity to be able to understand the people? I like when people use the victimhood. You don't know what it's like to be me. And I'm just like, well, you don't know what it's like to be me. So what of it? We got to be able to talk about it. My man. Good morning, brother. How are you? Hope you're doing great. Time says I don't do black history. American history is all. Yep, I believe in that. I 100% believe that. I don't understand, bro. You know, all history tells us that we don't want to be segregated, and yet there was this group. I'm not going to mention names, okay? But I went onto this live with a bunch of black people. Yes, the majority of the people on the channel are black, and everybody has their, yeah, what they think they know of is history. One of the reasons why I don't like just reading books from people, from ordinary people like you and me. I think reading books is okay. It helps maybe I would speak better English if I read more books, right? Hi, Patty. Good morning. I would probably speak better English if I read more books. But I don't like to read books of authors that start talking about history and this and that because we have history books. We got, books that are written by witnesses of the time. Like, for example, I can tell you this. I can tell you this. So I was in this forum talking with these black people in there. Now, the black woman in there seems to have the hardest time trying to uh, be understanding. She says that she submits to the husband. She believes that a woman has the power to speak over man, and it's just like a really twisted belief that she feels like she tries to make herself sound like she's humble and that she loves her husband and she's submissive to her husband, and at the same time telling him to shut up. You know, I don't think so. I don't believe any words that she says. So anyways, we're talking in this forum, right, about Black History Month, and not Black History Month, about slavery times. And so I'm talking with these black people in here. And by the way, I say black so you guys know that there is an ethnicity, a culture, a little difference, right? Not because they are black, but that's just so you guys understand what I'm talking about. And so I had in high school, and this is back in the early 90s, right? Uh, Mr. Brian Davis. He was about 65 years old and when he was my teacher. Now, this is the 90s, so he was well alive in the 1930s, 40s, 50s, etc. And he taught me the history, and he quoted Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all the civil rights movements, and he taught world history and American history, and everything that I have learned about slavery times and all this other stuff about what happened here in our history in our country. Well, everything was taught to me by a black man that actually lived through some of those racist times, right? That he said, and so I'm giving my record of what I have learned from him, and then this black lady comes in and she's like, "Well, I read the book from this author, blah blah blah. I never heard of." And she's talking about, oh, well, Malcolm X was this and that, and I'm like, Malcolm X was on the same note as Martin Luther King until he became a Muslim, right? And it's like, that has nothing to do with anything. And it's just like, no, it has everything to do with it. Because his mentality changed after he became a Muslim. He didn't even know who he was, even though he actually had some good points. I will say this, Martin Luther King had a very bad personal life. Okay? Bad personal life. But that's not how I judge him on. what he was doing for himself in his own home. Hey, listen, that's between him and God, and if there was something illegal there that the justice system needs to get involved, okay, that was the thing. But when it comes to leading the people, when it comes of, you know, making the right choices or giving the right ideas to people to become equal, so that we can stand on the same playing field. Martin Luther King was a great man. And so, you know, a lot of times people don't give credit where credit's due, like Ralph. Just poop comes out of their mouth. They think they know something, but they really don't understand what the hell they're talking about. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. We'll continue this talk. Let's go ahead and listen to the to this hearing that we got going on.
Next July, we will celebrate the 250th anniversary of the founding of this great country. As we approach this monumental commemoration, it's worth reflecting from time to time on the enduring principles that have made our nation unique in the world. And perhaps the most foundational of these ideas enshrined in the Declaration of Independence itself is that all of us are created equal, and we are endowed with our Creator with certain unalienable rights. The notion that we're all of equal dignity and must be treated equally under the law was somewhat of a revolutionary idea, but it does provide the basic foundation for our constitutional republic. All other rights and freedoms that we hold dear flow from that idea. Americans defend the right to free speech because we believe in the equal dignity of every human being and their right to speak as they wish. So our Constitution prohibits government from infringing upon we the people's ability to speak our mind. And as a country, we welcome open dialogue and debate about even the most controversial issues. It almost goes without saying, but sometimes I think we need to remind people that free speech is essential to our democratic republic, to the whole idea of self-government. If people cannot have open conversations and even arguments, then it becomes impossible for us to be informed about the most important issues and to be able to make decisions as we, the voters, we the people, decide at our elections or in petitioning our government, another right guaranteed by the Constitution. But as I indicated earlier, not every country or culture shares these commitments. In fact, many are riddled with ideologies that run directly counter to these ideals that have sustained our democratic republic for nearly 250 years. In the 20th century, totalitarian ideologies like communism and Nazism began to emerge. These radical schools of thought ran counter to American ideals of liberty and equality, placing the state, not the person, but the state, at the center of society, while sidelining the individual, the family, and most especially religion. Totalitarian belief systems defy American principles of freedom of speech and association, the protection of private property, and the rule of law. Unfortunately, we have seen a resurgence of another vile ideology in recent times, anti-Semitism, the world's oldest form of hate. A recent report from the FBI showed that nearly a 6% increase of religiously motivated incidents against Jewish Americans between 2023 and 2024. In 2024, the same report found that 70% of religiously motivated hate crimes targeted Jews, who make up only 2% of our population. Let me repeat that. This report found that 70% of religiously motivated hate crimes were directed at Jews, 70%, even though Jews only make up 2% of our population. And 41% of young American Jews between the age of 18 and 29 said they had experienced anti-Semitism at least once in the last year. As we can all recall with horror, 2 years ago, on October the 7th, Hamas terrorists conducted the deadliest terrorist attack against Israel in history, the worst cause of death since the Holocaust for Jews, resulting in the murder of 1,200 people and the brutal raping of women and young girls, and hundreds of hostages taken at the same time. Unimaginably, in the wake of this horrible tragedy and the ensuing war in Gaza, many elite educational institutions in the United States shockingly responded with a flurry of anti-Semitism. We saw faculty at some of the most prestigious universities in America openly celebrating this devastating attack, while some students blatantly threatened to slit the throats of Jewish students on campus. The president of Harvard, we may recall, was forced to resign as a result of her lack of moral clarity on this issue. There should be no confusion between good and evil, and this was clearly motivated by evil and hate. When pressed in committee hearings on anti-Semitism on whether Harvard policies prohibited students for calling for the genocide of Jews, she said, quote, "It can be, depending on the context," close quote. Shameful. Republicans in the House and the Senate rallied to the defense of American Jews facing this rising tide of hatred from the radical fringes of the left, while unfortunately too many of our colleagues across the aisle left them out to dry. For example, in 2024, in May, we introduced a resolution led by Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina condemning anti-Semitism on American college campuses, yet this was blocked by senators on the other side of the aisle for some reason. Some Democratic House members even visited these protests to show solidarity with the very people spreading hateful rhetoric, such as Zionists don't deserve to live. Vice President Kamala Harris even chose not to preside over the joint address to Congress of the Prime Minister of Israel, instead preferring to keep a previously scheduled commitment to address a sorority gathering in Indianapolis in an obvious snub for the Prime Minister and Israel. There are increasing signs that the Democratic Party has lacked conviction to stand up to the most vile elements of their base. Some of it have even openly embraced anti-Semitism. The newly elected mayor of New York City refused to condemn terrorism in a interview on national television, saying, quote, he doesn't really have opinions about the future of Hamas in Israel. I find it too curious that just 2 years ago he said, quote, when the boot of the NYPD is on your neck, it's been laced by the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces. This is the newly elected mayor of New York City. And when asked how he would have handled the protests on Columbia's campus, he said, I would have not sent the police to Columbia. Despite his refusal to use police to quell these campus riots, Mamdani has expressed on multiple occasions a willingness to direct the police to arrest Prime Minister Netanyahu
How dare he?
if he were to ever visit New York City.
Like he's the president.
The left has openly embraced this radical candidate, and now he's been elected as mayor of America's largest city. But while the Democratic Party has unfortunately embraced anti-Semitism in too many instances, Republicans under President Trump have continued to make clear that what we stand for and have not shied away from making clear what we stand against. President Trump's leadership in the fight against anti-Semitism has been undeniable. In his first term, he signed a landmark executive order giving new authorities to the Department of Education to investigate anti-Semitism complaints on college campuses and university campuses. When he was returned to office in 2025, one of his first actions was to sign another executive order to address anti-Semitism that reaffirmed and built on the successes of his 2019 order. In February, President Trump's Department of Justice formed a new task force to combat anti-Semitism, particularly at our nation's schools. So President Trump has made clear that anti-Semitism has simply no place in America, on the right or on the left. Unfortunately, his predecessor wasn't so clear. But President Trump, unlike his predecessor, has had no hesitation directly confronting the anti-Semitism lurking still in our higher education system. President Biden has been gone from the Oval Office for months now, but unfortunately there are still forces capitulating to the radicals who embrace this vile ideology. But I'm thankful that by and large Republicans have not done the same. Even when storied institutions like the Heritage Foundation have sent mixed messages about their commitment to individual liberty and freedom of speech and opposition to this vile form of hatred directed at Jews, prominent voices in the Republican Party have courageously condemned those who ascribe to anti-Semitism, including some who claim to be conservatives. Standing up for the truth and condemning evil does not amount to canceling people. Freedom of speech and freedom of association both allow institutions and individuals to condemn evil when they see it. I believe that all Americans should continue to stand with Jewish Americans against the rising tide of anti-Semitism. As we approach the 250th anniversary of this great country of ours, I hope all of us alike will recommit ourselves to upholding the dignity of every individual in this country and around the world. Mr. President, I yield the floor. And I note the absence of a quorum.
The clerk will call the roll.
Ms. Alston-Brooks.
I want to point out most of my followers are 50 years old, my age, or older. And I think that those are the people that understand why we do what we do. Darius, if you want to go back to sleep, as I said, and wait for your SNAP benefits to kick in, go ahead. We want to be informed of what's going on today. And the reason why we watch these kind of videos and stuff like that is because we would like to know what is going on around us. Everything that we talk about here. I started showing these videos, and well, time, man, you're 2 years older than me, my friend. Well, almost 3. And yeah, so when you get young minds, they don't understand, man. They don't understand why we talk the way we talk, the way, we have, if you are between 50 and 60, you guys are on the same category as I am, to where we are very old school, and yet we are also very new school. We're like right in the middle of both worlds, and we can actually talk about history, and we can talk about the present and the future. And we see today that the generation of the youth that we have out there voting today, they have no knowledge of the history. And I can tell you how I know. How do I know this? Well, we had the biggest example before our eyes, New York. Why are you voting for Mandani? Oh, he's cute. He's got a great smile. Seriously, that's the stupidity of the generation that we have in front of us. And I'm going to blame a lot of parents that did not discipline or teach their kids appreciation for this country. Never taught them patriotism. Never gave them civics. Never told them to respect this nation and protect it. That is the problem in New York. And they have a bigger problem. Let me see if I can find something here to give you guys. I actually, I had to make my own clip because, copyrights, etc. But I made my own clip. Let me find it here real quick. I restarted my computer, so I lost all my damn things that I had set up for this morning. But it shouldn't be too hard to find. Here you go. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. You guys already seen this, but I'm going to play.
Good morning, New York City.
Hold on, S.A. I'm not ready yet. All right, I'm going to show you this video. You guys probably already seen this video already going around everywhere. And let me just tell you something, and things that you guys probably didn't understand. Hey, morning, Aussie. How are you, man? Dirty Money. Oh, snap. I got, my posse is on Broadway. I don't know why I said that. It just reminded me of that from the early 80s. Man, I used to love all that kind of stuff. All right, so I made my own little clip because of copyrights. I put my own music on it. I want you guys to tell me what you think. All right, here we go.
Good morning, New York City. Thank you. Last night we made history. Today we begin the work of making a new administration. Welcome to the transition. This is a period over the next few months where we build a city hall that delivers on the promises of our campaign, to make New York City affordable and to make government accountable to the people it serves. As we prepare to govern, we'll start announcing the leaders who will help implement our agenda. People like deputy mayors who oversee entire areas of government and the commissioners who carry out the critical work of city agencies. These appointments will be driven by excellence, integrity, and a hunger to solve old problems with new solutions. Talking to organizers on the front lines of the fight to improve our city, government veterans with proven track records, policy experts from around the country and the world, and working people who know better than anyone what our neighborhoods deserve. And this will be a period, like the campaign we ran and the city hall to come, defined by transparency. Because New Yorkers deserve a government they can trust. On January 1st, I will be your mayor. New Year's Day, and a new era for this city. Yeah. Oh, and one more thing. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money?
Yeah.
You can start again. This transition requires staff, research, and an infrastructure that can meet this moment. And it will be made possible by the people who built and believe in this movement. So I hope you'll make a donation at transition2025.com. Now let's get to work.
Socialist. It works. It doesn't work. Socialist. You need money. You need money. Money, 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 money. Money. You need money. You want to sell a nice, this perfect governor. He's going to fix all your problems. He's barely 30s. This baby hasn't learned jack squat from life. Not only has he not been poor like us, he's been raised rich. He's suffering and living in a nice apartment that costs over thousands of dollars. The ones that regular people like you and I, like regular Joes that don't make that much money, struggle to pay. Go on and tell me, this man right here, the one that was faking the fake tears about his auntie, living in fear of wearing a jihad because of what happened in 9/11. Bitch, did you forget about the Americans and all the people that died in 9/11? And New York, shame on you. You should be the first city, first state that will never, ever forget but you did. And the reason why you forgot is because you didn't give your children the knowledge, the power, which is education about history. You allowed illegal immigrants to come into your country. You have made citizens of migrants that do not deserve it, migrants that hate your nation, and you want to be politically correct and pretend that you're this nice Christian. And out of the kindness, of the abundance of kindness of your heart, you go and you make these freaking people citizens of the United States of America. Now, you don't want to listen to me or to anybody else out there, but I've been telling you for such a long time. Muslims are not here to make America great. If you are a Muslim, or what they call a soft Muslim, let me tell you what you are. You are a Muslim infidel, and as such, you will be punished by Muslims who believe themselves to be serving Allah. Inshallah, God's will be done. That's right. Now you can say whatever you want, and you can defend Muslims all you want. I started a conversation with Martin Luther King and a lot of black people out there. They think that they are equal to everybody else, but they're not. Do you know why? Because they don't want to be equal. In every culture, in every race, in every ethnicity, there's always a group of people that are not happy being equal with everybody else. They need to be higher. Right now, the trend is, who is the highest victim? Who's the highest persecuted people? Oh man, I was raised in poverty and I'm a victim. Oh, well, you were raised in poverty. Well, I was hated as well. Oh, you're a different level of victim. Well, I was a victim because I was raised poor and I was picked on and I got no rights. Oh man, you really are a victim. Yeah. Oh my God. Shut the hell up. Grow some cojones and get it right. You need to wake up from that deep sleep that you've been put on. Everybody has a rough life. Everybody. Even those rich, spoiled brats have some roughness in their life. Some of them don't even know true love. I was born in a rich time. And my father had a lot of money. Now, I was raised in El Barrio, which is a very poor community. But my father was making a lot of bank. He was the bread. Oh, man. He was making a lot of money. By the time I was 4 years old, he died, and that thing just flipped. I used to play music with my ribs. That's what you call going hungry. Here in America, I look at these mofos. Oh my God, the children in the United States, they're starving. You don't know what the hell that means. You're fat. You're out of shape. You don't want to do PE in the morning. You eat too much. You don't know what starving is. You are entitled, but not entitled in a good way. You are spoiled and you're ungrateful. And that's why this country suffers. The parents back in the day when they were teenagers, they talk back to their parents and say, when I have my children, they will do anything they want. And you know what? I see them, 18-year-olds voting for Mandani. A Muslim who thinks that it's harder to live with the fear of wearing a jihad because of 9/11 than the actually atrocity that happened to the American people and the New Yorkers. That's the world we live in. You should feel sorry for some fake auntie, which later on his speech said, all the aunties, remember the aunties I said auntie before? Yeah, that's what I meant. Bullshit. We know what you meant. You fake tear, crocodile crying. I wish Dundee was there to kill those tears off your eyes. You make up shit because you're a politician. This is why nobody trusts politicians. I see right through him. And I said to you guys, watch what he's going to do in New York. I hope he don't win, but I have a feeling that he's going to win. And I always said, let it be God's will. If the people need to learn, if they don't learn by the messengers sent before them, they will learn the hard way. New York, you better get ready. You better get ready. An exile is about to happen. There's going to be an exodus from New York. A lot of people won't be able to leave. I'll tell you that right now. A lot of people will have no choice but to sit there. And for all of the, oh my gosh, I wish that I can have a tally of all the Democrats and socialists, all the ignorant people right now celebrating Mandani. I will tell you this. Civil War II is inevitable. It's going to happen. How soon? We don't know. But I'm telling you right now, it is inevitable. You see, we got laws in this country that protect American citizens. Americans. Residents. Soon to be Americans, if they prove to be worthy of it. Aztec knows what I'm talking about. I like how Democrats are out there celebrating in a blue state a Democrat governor candidate beat another Democrat governor candidate. Oh my God, that's such a win. Congratulations, numbnuts. You haven't changed shit. And the ignorance that you show me is that you celebrate the guys that have you held hostage right now to be able to provide benefits for illegal immigrants. I get it. I get it. Oh, you don't know. They can't get benefits. They got to be citizens. No, you forgot about the ACA, didn't you? There's a lot of subsidies for asylum seekers. There was a lot of subsidies put in there because of COVID. Did you remember those trillions of dollars that people keep asking me, what did Trump do with those? The ones that Democrats lost? Just by the way, before you ask me what happened to the last 16, 18 trillion dollars in their economy, go ahead and answer me this first. I want you to tell me, where did the $26 trillion debt go before Trump got here? Answer me that. And then I'll tell you where the $18 trillion went. And let's remember that Biden was after Trump and Trump is after Biden. Okay? So Biden, as a matter of fact, let's all be real. We didn't have a president in the last 4 years. We had a president for like maybe 30 days. The last 4 years, we had kings running this country. One of them is Queen Pelosi, who is finally retiring. Good news, by the way. We are hearing that there is going to be term limits. I am so excited about that. We have been asking for this for a very long time. The only thing that Trump is guilty of, it's about taking about $21 trillion of that debt off. You ungrateful mofo. The only reason why this country is still standing longer is because of the tariffs that Trump put on his first administration. 2024, we received $4.3 trillion. Let me go confirm that. Let me go confirm that real quick. Now, we're not even talking about the trillions of dollars that we pay in taxes. We're not even there yet. Hold on, essay. Okay, we got some more bullcrap talking over here. We'll get to that in a bit. Let me get here. Let me get this real quick. Hold on. Let me see. Let me make sure that I'm quoting you right. Okay. All right, let me see. Let me see what they tell us, okay? Now, we pay, as taxpayers, we pay $4.3 trillion, right, just in 2024. We have a collected $77 billion in revenue during the fiscal year of 2024. I want to see if there is any difference. There should be no difference, right, between last year's tariff collection. What is it, 77 I just said? Well, this year, holy shit, here we go. This year, we collected $195 billion in tariff revenue, which just ended in September. This represents a 150% increase from the previous years. Wow. You have to understand something. We are paying 4.3 trillion or so in taxes. The people's paying that. China, for the last few decades, probably longer, has been getting rich of the United States of America because of tariffs. It's time we level the playing field. It's time. And President Donald Trump don't play. As much as you hate him, he did it. 150% increase in revenue. Go on, socialist. Go on and tell me how you're going to make that money. You are the idiots that want to give it back. You guys are the idiots that saying that this country's economy is being destroyed by tariffs, and yet we have $195 billion in revenue. Tell me again, who's destroying our economy? Do you think it's President Trump's tariffs, or you think it's your local government raising taxes on the people when they can't even afford to buy groceries? Go on and tell me. Oh, man, I know. You ain't got no answer. You know why? Because I remember I was paying a lot more last year around this time for everything that I've been paying today. When President Trump, before the taxes were increased here in Washington State, when President Trump put those tariffs up there, people freaked out. I heard complaints. Oh, my God, my 401k, oh, my friend's 401k got blah, 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 blah. I made money. I made thousands on my 401k. Learn how to invest. I'm not even an expert on stocks, and yet I was able to make money. Everybody complain. Oh, look at Trump. Look at Trump. He's making his rich people, his rich friends richer. How about you go and make an investment and make yourself rich as well? How about you go do that? How about if you want some attention on my chat, since this is my channel, you are here to listen to what I say, and if you're not, it's okay. Your loss. I try to make sense of things that I see. That's all I do. That's what I do. And I find it very interesting. I don't understand why politicians win the race when they're full of shit. There is no honesty. I rarely hear any honesty coming out of politicians' mouth. Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know, I used to like her. I used to like her because she came in as a very concerned citizen, as a small business owner, and she's starting to buy into these conspiracy theories, and despite of what she's seeing happening that is positive, she likes to blame her Republicans. She blames Republicans. Is that a problem? Of course not. Of course not. She is entitled to say whatever she wants to say. Here's the problem. I learned many, many years, decades ago, working, when somebody in the company makes a mistake, we are all the company. When Fred made a mistake, Mrs. Smith, I apologize. We made an error. We made an error. We gave you the wrong information. I apologize about that. This is actually how this policy works. You got Marjorie Greene comes over here. Oh, the Republicans, I told them that, that they should implement it. Now, she's blaming Republicans because they're not tough on Democrats. Let's get that straight. But the point is this. She should be saying, that's right, G. I am in Everett. That sounds great. As a matter of fact, I have been thinking, about taking a drive down to. Oh my God, it's going to be so expensive. But I've been thinking about taking a drive down to Cali, and we'll see. We'll see. It's a very long trip, my friend, but we can definitely meet somewhere in Oregon. I am about, depending on which part. If you're in South Cal, bro, it's a long ass drive for you. But Portland, Oregon will be the closest to me, and that's about 2.5 to 3 hours, I think. That's not too long, to be honest. I have to drive about 5.5 hours just to get to Spokane, Eastern Washington. So, it's a lot closer to me. I can probably go down and drive for like maybe 6-8 hours down south. We can meet somewhere around there. We can do that. Now, for those of you that get mad at me for not reading your comments, I don't give a shit. If I get to see a comment, if I get to see it, I'll read it. For example, Mr. Mann says, if you want to stop the show and have the host address you, put your question or comment in a super chat. No, man, they can't do that. They're waiting for the SNAP benefits to kick in. Let's see, and he'll get it to you soon. Otherwise, it's his channel, his content. Well, you guys know that if you do a super chat, I don't care if I'm showing you a live show, a video, or anything, I do read it first because I believe that you go to work and you sacrifice your time to get those dollars. So when you give me those dollars to appreciate the fact that I'm spending my time doing my work here, even though you might not like it, I'm doing it from home, I go and I got expenses to continue doing this, so don't think it's cheap. Mandani is not going to let me allow me to do this for free. No, nothing is free in life. Somebody's got to pay for it. And so that's why I appreciate my patrons. And you know what? With that being said, why don't we just go ahead and do a little something here. Let's do a little something here. Here we go. Let's go. My dear patrons, my members, thank you so much. You guys are what makes it special. And then after this, we'll go ahead and we'll take a pause on the argument here, and we'll come and listen to this live that we've got going on over here. There we go. Let's go, baby. Man, I love my chill music. It took me a long time to look for all this stuff, just so you guys know. Man, thank you, brother. Dirty Money. Appreciate you. Yeah, gee. I have actually met a lot of people that don't like me on my show. And, well, we're friends now. See, it's a big difference when you're watching somebody on the show and you think, oh, this guy is so full of himself, blah, blah, blah. Well, it doesn't always turn out to be that way. But see, you guys don't know. Thank you, Jamar. Appreciate you, man. God bless you too, my brother. You and your family. God bless you guys. George, Thank you, brother. I appreciate your comments. I know your comments are not to make me look great, but I think that what you speak on the chat, I like what I'm seeing. Let's see what your last comment here was. Mandani has an objective track record of being anti-human rights, but good luck on a liberal addressing that. Yep. See, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Trump. Let's go, Trump. I use pesos, says Robert. It's okay. We'll take pesos. We'll take lempiras. We'll take quetzales. Whatever it is, you can just put your amount in whatever coin you're doing it. I've actually got some euros given to me before, so that was pretty cool. I got some pounds, etc. Just don't give me any yank because it's nothing. Don't give me any yanks, man. That money doesn't. Oh man, what is it called? Yamens, yamen. I think that's the coin, bro. You get like 1,000,000 yamen, and you're like, that's $1. It's just $1. Okay, thank you very much. All right. Anyways, so for those of you that don't think that content creator is a job, that's okay. But let's go ahead and continue to listen to my man over here. I know, G. I know, brother. I appreciate you. And I know that you guys in the chat, don't stop fighting, man. Don't be fighting too much, all right? Let's see your bank statement, Dennis. Oh man, we sound like a Democrat over here saying, Trump, show us your tax returns. None of your business. All right, let's get serious. We have to listen to the BS from another politician here. Let's see what happened. There we go.
As soon as Adelita is sworn in, should be the final signature needed on a petition to release the Epstein files. So instead of letting that happen, Speaker Johnson has kept the House on an extended vacation, falsely claiming that he can't swear in Representative Grijalva while the House is out of session. That is a lie. Just this year, he swore in 2 representatives from Florida while the House was out of session. But when it comes to swearing in someone who will vote to expose elite predators, he refuses to act.
We're probably gonna miss his speech, but let me make a point very clear. And I hate this. This I hate. This action I hate. All these people that want to tell the world how horrible President Donald Trump is. How horrible of a job he's doing. He's not a good leader. He's not blah, blah, blah. And then they go and demand that he does something for them. If you were in my live last night, what is the one thing that I told you that we need to hear? Dennis, man, you're very smart. You're a kind person. I was wondering if you can do me a favor. With that start, it's not brown nosing. It's not kissing ass. It's not butt licking. For all you retards out there that keep saying that, it means gaining favor. In order for you to get something that you need, you got to give some sort of respect, some sort of flattery, if you will. You can't tell President Trump that he's horrible, blah, and do, and dee, and da. And by the way, you need to do this. What the hell kind of bullshit is that? No, we don't play that game. We had that lady yesterday. Oh, it's my freedom of speech. Well, you're in my damn chat. I give you freedom of speech. I didn't say come in here and insult me. Your freedom of speech, yeah, but you don't get to come in here and insult me. Not that I care. But the reason why I say that is because when I talk back, they got a problem with it. Well, don't I have freedom of speech as well? Yeah, that's what I thought. And that's how it is. Look all the shit that they have said about Mike Johnson. Now, Mike Johnson, let's be clear, Mike Johnson donates his salary. And I think I still have the clip, so I'll probably play it again because it's on my X account, I believe. They talk so bad about him, and he's so much better than they are, but instead of flattering the opposition, they call them names, they insult them, and then they want to ask for a favor. Here is the difference, Darius. When I am here, let me point something out. Release the crackhead. Watch this. Watch what happens. Release the crackhead. Here we go. Who's the crackhead? Does anybody know who the crackhead is in this chat? Nobody's crying about that. We're laughing at that. Let me see. I'm waiting for somebody to put in here. When I say release the crackhead, what does that mean? Who just showed up? Anybody? I know if Trinity was here already, she would have said it. Dirty Money, you remember? The hot, but hey, that sauce though. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't wait, bro. I cannot wait. Hold on, Darius. I'll get to you. Hold on, Essay. Hold on, Essay. If you guys don't know who the crackhead is, we'll leave it at that. So here's the point that I'm going to make here, Mr. Darius. I always say this. Now, you set yourself up for this one. If I say in this chat, the assholes out there are doing this, and those idiots are doing this, and the retards are doing that. Oh, man. All right. If I say all of that, let me tell you why it's so funny, Darius. Because when I say all those things, I don't know any of you on my chat. None of you. I know none of you. So the fact that you get offended by those words, as the saying goes, and I said this before many times, if the shoe fits, wear it, mofo. Look, Aztec Warrior's laughing. Peter, don't lie. Aztec Warrior's laughing. I should be getting paid $1,000 for fighting for my country right here, speaking facts and truth, trying to teach some common sense. The difference is that when you guys make a comment to me, it really is directed to me specifically. And that is different. If you come in here and say like, hey, Dennis, you know, there's some people out there that believe, even if it's what I'm saying, that believe that this and that, and I think that's bullshit. Well, hey, you know what? You're right. I think some of it to be true. And this is how you debate me. And this is how you talk with me, okay? I know sometimes I'm a very generalistic guy because of my Spanish culture, okay? We always exaggerate. If five people know in this room, the whole world knows about it. That's just how we are, all right? For that, my friends, I'm not even going to apologize for. Oh, man. You know what? Laughter, guys, is healing to your heart. Did you know that the symbol for comedians, what is the symbols for comedians? It's two faces. What is the symbols for comedians or for comedy? I'll give you time. I'll give you guys time to answer because there is a delay. I'm aware of that. Okay. What is the symbol for comics? It's two faces. And I'll give you what my definition of those two faces really mean. Finding greatness. Let's go. Oh, Chris, stop with the crackerish. Stop with the crackerish. Reporting my channel. Sure. You know, you guys do know that I have a history of every single one of your comments that you put in my live, right? You guys do know that, right? Okay, I just want to make sure that you guys know. You guys make any threats, any false testimony against me, I got all of it. Just so you know. So if you're here trolling, If you're here just to come and promote hate and cite violence, you will be reported to the FBI. Let me just tell you that right now. So keep it clean. All right, I got my limits. I love you too, Eli. I appreciate it. Okay, all right, awesome. Finding Greatness knows. I appreciate you all. Jim for good. Jim for good. Let's take a look. I'm going to give you a chance to read. Oh, this dumbass can look up unemployment or debt charts or he can't understand them. Hey, riddle me this, Jim, my brains for good. Riddle me this. We have 2 million illegal aliens deported. Why is black unemployment going up and not down? Go on. While you think about that question, you get to listen to a little bit more of the jams. And my little brother Omar, good morning. How are you? How's everything? You doing all right? Everything all good? You know I've been praying for you. I hope you've been praying for me. All right. Morning, Brian. I see you. So GDP higher in blue states. Good job. Good job, Jim. Now go ahead. I'll give you a few seconds here to catch up to my question. Did you figure out the riddle? Why is it... Explain California, Jim. Why is, let me see. Okay, here we go. Jim got the answer. Hold on. Biggest government increases in 15 years, TSA and ICE. What the fuck? What was the question that I asked? I'm going to ask it one more time. And Darius, since you're so genius in this chat, your smartness, your IQ is just oozing all over my chat. Do me a favor, again. 2 million illegal immigrants deported. 1.5 of those self-deported. So Trump hasn't really done his job deporting. He needs to get some more numbers out there. He should be by 5 millions by now. So let's get those ICE agents busy. I'll tell you what, if I wasn't an American and they decided to deport me, I would be the biggest hypocrite. But at the same time, I would be like, you know what? I was illegal. What can I say? I'll be in Honduras with this microphone right here. Hey, I told you guys. I got deported. I was illegal. I got deported. Here I am, but I'm in Honduras. I still support the United States of America. Now, the question was, 2 million deported. Why are black and unemployment going up instead of going down? Riddle me that. For those who believe that lie, that legals are getting deported, you're a moron. You are an idiot, ignorant. I don't. What's one of the words that I can use? Pendejo. Let's see. Your boy blocked. What boy? Who got blocked? I don't even know why I read the crackhead's comment. I gave you a chance to call in to debate, and everybody in the chat told me to hang up on you. Everybody in the chat went crazy and say, hang up on that guy. What the hell is he talking about? Obama, 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 Obama. You know what? I still love that crackhead. It's not his fault, guys. Come on. Some people are like a broken record. You know, they got a little scratch on, and they just keep like and they just keep repeating the same thing over and over. Okay. All right. So here we go. We have Unemployment is going off. Prices are going up. And I still don't have an answer from Jim for good. For good misinformation is what Jim stands for. So here's my thing. And you know, you guys probably don't know this, but there is a lot of thousands of fake job openings. Thousands of fake job openings. Let me say that one more time. There are thousands of fake job openings. Could that be to alter the unemployment stats? Probably. I wouldn't pass it. I wouldn't put it past anybody that wants to make us look bad. That's true. Again, you didn't answer my question. If we got 2 million illegal immigrants deported from our country, why is black unemployment going up? Woo! Let's go, guys. Come on. I mean, you guys are too slow, man. You got to get with the program. Come on, give me something, man. You can't just come in here, throw insults, and then don't give me a fact. Throw me some facts. Jim, for good, everything you're saying is bullshit. Give me a fact. Give me something. Because what the reason why I say it's not a fact is this. Because you don't tell me, okay, unemployment's down. Why? Unemployment's up. Why? I want you to tell me that. And I when I talk, I give you the why. When I give you the problem, I give you the why. Do the same. Do the same. Darius, how much money in revenue have we made so far this year in tariffs? Revenue in tariffs. Go on. And the question is stupid as fuck. Okay, that's because you don't have an answer. That's why it's stupid to you, because you have no knowledge. You have no wisdom. You're going to learn something, man. One day, Darius, you're going to say something that I'm going to agree with, and it's going to blow my mind. I am sure. I have faith in God that he will enlighten you, if it's his will. Man says insults are all they have. And that's right. That's all they have. It doesn't matter. Right now, how much is it? How much is the revenue? Okay, here we go. 200 billion. Well done, Cray. Well done. Now, what you guys don't understand is this. I'm going to give you a personal example. All right. Now, my wife is probably going to get mad about me for doing this. But this is just one small example. And it's not just my wife. I know a lot of people like this, okay? So, my wife, we have bills, right? We got bills. We got bills to pay. Everybody knows, right? You got bills. I mean, unless you're dependent on SNAP and you don't know how to run a budget, you probably don't even know what the hell I'm going to tell you right now. But here it is. All right, my wife thinks that when we get paid, and that's right, I get paid, and it's not unemployment. She thinks that when you get paid an X amount of money, we got all that money. Oh, shit, we can buy this, and we can buy that, and we can buy, oh, man, we got the money. Thank you for subscribing. We got the money. Okay. We got the money. Here we go. How much are we going to pay for utilities? Okay, here's the rent. Okay, well, here's the credit cards. And okay, well, here's that loan. Well, here is the car payment. And then here is this. You know what? You're actually negative. You don't have money. What? But I just made X amount. It's there in my bank right now. That doesn't mean you have it. So what happens? This is where people like Darius and the socialists and the Democrat libtards think. We got $200 billion in tariff revenue. What are we going to spend it on? Let's do it. What do you need? Diaper? Yeah, put all the money right there. And then somebody actually comes and says, I'm sick. I need some help. Oh, shit, we don't have money. We don't have any good health care for you. We got no money. We've spent it. That's how you morons think. The way that we think with common sense is this. I just made this money. I got to pay this. I got to pay that. Okay, boom, boom. I got this left. All right, we can afford to go out to eat. Or we can save it. We're going to wait for the next pay. And now we got more. Now let's go out to eat. And we can get something nice. Here we go. But you're paying all the bills. So you have to think with common sense. Thanks for subscribing. You have to think with common sense. So Democrats, they have seen a lot of money in the budget. And they have been wasteful. They have been committing fraud. They are just giving money away to whoever asked for it because they look like the kind, good Christian person. The person with the good morals. Yeah, the kind person. Oh my God, what a real human being. Shut the hell up. Be smart. Use common sense. It doesn't matter what people think about you. What matters is that you stay humble, honest, you fight for righteousness and justice. That's what you got to do. I know it's very hard for a lot of felons out there to understand that. But that's how you got to do it to get a better life. You can be broke and very happy, and you can be rich and very miserable. Pick your poison. I like to reach out to middle ground. That's what I want to be, middle ground. Thank you, Flying in Greatness. Appreciate you guys. Let's see, Warriors Wisdom. There you go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Dirty Money says, pay my military pay ICE after EBT Queens. 100%. Darius, this is what I'm talking about. You have your chance to make a comment on the chat. And everything that you're saying on the chat is just poop, my friend. It's all poop. And it stinks. So with that being said, I'm going to ignore your comments from now on. Aztec Warrior, what do you got? Oh, in the Trump's White House ballroom, Aztec is going to be amazing. Man, can you imagine, bro? If I get invited to go clean the toilets at the ballroom, I'm there. I am there. I'm going to take my phone, though. I'm going to ask him if I can do some recording inside. But I'm there. I'll clean the toilets, but I am there. That's right, man. Luis says he's a Mayan warrior. He hates his own tribe people. Not my tribe people. Just the evil mofos. Those are the ones that I take care of. The other ones, I take care in. Okay? I love everybody else. Not the criminals. Those guys I will fight. But the innocent, law-abiding, all the children and innocent women, I defend and I support. Those who respect the law have my respect. It's very simple. It's not hard, is it? It's not very hard. And that's right. Some of you guys make fun of my lopes, but you guys don't know is that this means royalty in my Mayan culture. So eat your heart out. Here we are in the United States of America. What a great place to be. One day, I will tell you something. It's it's a weird thing because you will think that my dream would be to retire here in the United States of America. But the truth is, my patriots, is that when I retire, hopefully I've retired in Honduras. I really, you see, you have to understand this. I get a bit nostalgic when I think about my childhood. You know, because I suffered a lot in poverty. Not like these fake poor people here like Gavin Newsom pretending that he's been poor here when he comes from a rich family. Not like the rich boy Mandani that won in New York, and you got all these 18-year-olds that don't know what the hell 9/11 means. You know, these guys don't know history. They don't have any past history that will teach them how to be a better person. It just makes them be assholes. Maybe they're watching too many damn gang rap videos and they don't know how to respect people. Now, my Aztec Warrior, I love that name. I really love that name. You have to understand something. Me not liking anyone breaking the law does not mean that I hate that culture or that I hate that people. It's the contrary. Mexicans don't know how much I love Mexicans. People that I love, they don't know why I love them. And it's because I don't just look at the person being an asshole. I look at everything else that that culture has to offer. Now I know, oh, finding greatness. I would love to be able to host some of you guys in Honduras. I got some contacts in Honduras, friends and family that can take us to places where you guys can see another part of Honduras. I would love to host people. I would love to do that. As a matter of fact, one of the things that I did want to do, not just switching gears a little bit on the conversation. One of the things that I did wanted to do was live in the Honduras Islands, the Bay Islands of Honduras and Roatan specifically. Now, I wouldn't live there like a rich man. I would live there like a very humble person, in my opinion. I would live like a humble person in the island, but even that would be a lot better than the local life that the people that live there, the local citizens. But I just thought, if I could maybe be a host to foreigners, to tell them how much we respect, because I know a lot of geography, not everything, but I know a lot of it, and I know a lot of different cultures, and just to show them how great those people are. I want to make them feel like kings and queens when they come and visit. So I'm going to be giving them flattery throughout the whole time. And you can say, well, you better take a napkin to wipe that nose. Hey, whatever. I'm going to give them a lot of flattery, a lot of compliments, and I'm going to make them feel very special. Because when you're on vacation, you don't want to stress about your life. You want to get away from reality sometimes. And you want to go to Fantasy Island. There's golf courses. There is beaches. There's some good beaches and there's some very nice beaches. There are some great hotels. There's some good hotels. There is a lot of great events, outdoor things that you can do. Zoos, the parks, zip lines, archaeological places to visit. A lot of snorkeling, scuba diving. Great place to do everything. You don't want to do none of that? It's okay. We can go ride horses. You don't want to do that? It's okay. We can go for a walk. You don't want to do that? Well, let's go ahead and get in the car and let's drive around and see the scenery. Take it all in. You see, you have to change gears, guys. You have to change your mentality depending on what you're thinking about. So all this grinding that we're doing here, listening to things that we don't want to listen to, figuring things out so that we can make this country a better place. Good morning, Trinity. See, my life just got brighter. I'm in love with Trinity, guys. I am in love. What a great heart she has. What a great heart. And I'm going to tell you guys, I've spoken with a few of my members in person. The reason why I love Omar is like my little brother, so far away in States. But I know what he has to go through in life. I know what he's going through right now. And I will say this, I don't know if he's still here or not, because I know he has to work. But I love Omar. I believe he's a stand-up young man. He was a Muslim. He converted to Christianity, I believe. And, he's working very hard. He's not depending on SNAP, even though he could probably apply for SNAP. At least get medical help, right? Medical benefits. I think that's great. And he's working his butt off. He's working his butt off. So I love him for that. I love some of my veterans. I know I've spoken to one of them recently. He's a veteran in this chat, and that's my man. And I love the way he thinks. He's a great American, a real patriot, if you will. And when these people give me compliments, it means a lot to me because I actually think a lot of them. Ozzy, I know Ozzy. A lot of guys that support me in here, they also support other channels as well, and that's because we all need the support. We all need it, okay? And so people are going to have their favorites. People are going to be spending more time here, more time there, depending on what they like to talk about, what they like to hear, and that's okay. That's what what we do this content for, so that we can provide entertainment for different people, but at the same time, so that we can talk about the same issues that affects every single one of us in this country specifically. So with that being said, one day I'll be able to have something like that. And who knows, guys? I know some of you in here would love to go do that in Honduras, and I would love to go do that with you when you go do it. It is just amazing. I think it's probably the best work that you can ever do, is to enjoy nature and then brag about it to people that actually pay you to make them feel very important. And the reason why you do make them feel very important is because they are. Without them, the economy wouldn't be able to thrive. Without them, we wouldn't be able to pay our bills. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do any of the things that we want to do. So we provide a service, they appreciate it, we make a living, everybody's happy. That's how that works. Now, I can tell you that unless you spend time with me personally, you will probably never ever know me. And if you believe that I am honest on everything, then you probably know me better than I think, because I try to 100% of the time. This is why I can sit here for hours. I did 12 hours, I think it was 12 hours total in the day of live streaming. No, I don't have that many views. We got like 20,000, 50,000. It's not that many. But, when you have retention and people, when I got an average of about an hour and a half of view, I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that, because that means that a lot of people are watching more than just 10 minutes of my show. All right. Now, this is a live that's going on right now. So this guy's probably he's already done talking. Let's see. I will probably cover that live later. Let's see here. Let me go to my homepage so you guys can see some of the stuff that I look at. Let's see, live. I don't care about that. We're going to listen to a little bit of what the Canadians are saying. Now, this is the Canadian Reporter. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. I will put a disclaimer. I like what he says, but I will put a disclaimer that. Oh, by the way, let me ask before I forget. Trinity, you notice anything different next to your name? All right, let's see. Cray says, the only reason I'm in here is because I perceive you as honest right away, Dennis. Ah, thank you, Cray. Ah, that was nice. That's what I'm talking about. Darius said, I was going to ignore your comments, but this one is great. This is beautiful. All right, listen to this. Darius graduated from vocational college, Prep SEAL. He hasn't said one smart thing in this damn chat ever since he's come over here to try to trash me. Not one. Let's see. What do you mean? What is OT? Overtime? Oh, what is it? It says that you are it's the kind of level of membership that you have. So the first one will be like, I think it's all black. It's a black seal. And here, let me see. I grabbed them for you guys so you can see them. I'll show you a little glimpse of what they are. Where's my photos? Here we go. I think it should be in here. So the one that you have, so the first one is going to be a black one, and that is members that sign up. It says member, VIP member, okay? And the first one is people that have less than a month as members, okay? Once you turn into a 1 month member, your coin gets bigger. It's still a VIP for members only. And remember that when I do make my videos, you guys will be the only ones to watch them. and then the rest of the people might get a chance to watch them as well. In the future, I will be taking videos. You know, if I go make a trip, for example, when I go to Eastern Washington to go visit Rush Bave and see if we can talk to some of the farmers out there, trying to prep some information for next year, you guys will be witness of that. And so you are with me for longer. If you've been here with a month, then you get a little bit of a bigger coin. And if you've been here longer than 2 months with me, which by the way, not everybody's going to be there because we just started this 3 months ago, right? So you get the golden premium VIP coin. That's what you have there, Trinity, next to you. All right. You notice I didn't spend too much time on insulting Darius about his vocational college. College is so overrated. Let me tell you something. And just so you know, maybe I shouldn't give too much information, about myself just yet. I should leave some of this hot content for when we're running for governor here in Washington State. And all these people that are hating me so bad, they will get a chance to hate on me some more. Because I will still do some live broadcasting. Won't be as long because I'm sure that I'm going to be hella busy. And I probably won't be able to do it as often. But given the timelines that I'm running right now, I don't know how long I'm going to get to live. But I am going to fight until my last living breath. And somebody told me that there'll be enough time to sleep once you're dead. Well, that's God's timing. Okay, however it's going to happen is God's will. And I'll respect that. And the moment that I am gone, I expect people to know that. And if people don't know that, I expect the people that do know me to share that information out there. So I'm going to go ahead and spill some of the beans here. And let me lay out some truth for you people that said, I got 4 years at the University of blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit. Let me tell you why. When I was going to school in Honduras, now this is back in my time. This is back in my time. And this is back in the early 80s. When I was going to school, when I was in 3rd grade, we learned how to multiply and divide by 6 numbers. You call it here decimals, right? And we have to know all the continents in the world. Now, I didn't memorize every single country. There's a lot of countries, hundreds of countries, over hundreds of countries. But I know the basics. At least I know my American continent. America's here, Americans, even in 12th grade, even after they graduate college, they still don't know where Honduras is. That's a damn shame. You're going to tell me a 3rd grader from a 3rd world country has more knowledge than a freaking university graduate. That's embarrassing. Let me lay out another piece of fact. 7th grade for us back in Honduras was the first year of college. So by the time that I'm done, 8, 9, by the time I'm done with 10th grade, I already finished college here in the United States of America. Salud, my friends. So do me a favor, will you? Do me a favor. Don't throw out your masters and your doctorates when you have all this knowledge and you have acquired no wisdom. It's useless. Charlie Kirk talked about this as well. It's overrated. You wasted your money unless you serve in the military, then you probably went to school for free. Which, by the way, is not really free. Somebody has to pay for that, don't they? So, that is our appreciation to our military, to our servicemen, our veterans. We love you. We appreciate you. But if you come in here and start acting ignorant, you will still get some nice comments according to what you dish out. I have a master's in theology, but what does that matter, Darius? It means nothing. Master's degrees, it means nothing. So what? So what does a master's in theology will do for me in my life? Will that make me a better person? It doesn't. What does that mean? It doesn't mean shit. All right? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know, I have had a lot of money before. It didn't make me any happier. Did it make a lot of things easier? Probably. Probably. So if I have a master's and you have a master's, that means that we're equal, right? But if I have a master's and you don't, that means that I'm better than you. That means that I'm smarter than you. That means that I'm wiser than you. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. All right, cousin Brenda is here. Good morning, Brenda. Nothing like an educated man. He knows the 3 E's: education, ethics, environment. And what's the third one? Oh, I think education was the first one. Brenda, why you set me up like that? Darius, every time you talk, that's exactly what I hear from your mouth. Blah, blah, blah. But nonetheless, thank you for being my #1 hater follower. Number 2 is John James, guys, in the house. I think the crackhead left, though. Is crackhead still in here? He's probably in here somewhere, lurping, just waiting for a moment of weakness to pounce on his victims. Ah, man, I love it. You man. Oh, boy. Tyrone is in here spilling some misinformation, as they like to call it. All right, guys, let me clarify something here real quick. You guys keep missing this. You know why? Because you guys don't listen. You guys hear, but you never listen. Let me read my members' comments in here, and I want to give you guys a little bit of appreciation here in a second. Dirty Money says, I work side by side in the oil field with 2 individuals with masters. Go figure. True. Very true. I was a manager of a master's degree holder. That's funny, right? Yeah, master's degree, except I'm your manager, biatch. All right. Now, I only think about that about jerks, but the people that work under me, I love them like family, and I treat them like family. So there's that. All right. And let's see. Trinity says, which is why I homeschool my grandchildren. They don't even teach cursive in school anymore. Now, Trinity, I'll be honest with you right now. My cursive is the ugliest 2nd grade cursive that I have ever seen in my life. I think it's horrible. It's pathetic. With that being said, I learned cursive writing in 2nd grade. That's right. That's right. 2nd grade. Let's see. John James says, wow, see how stupid you are? Reading is fundamental. Talking about hypocrisy there, my friend. You might want to do some reading yourself. Just saying. All right. With that being said, Trinity, let's see what else you got. They don't even teach cursive in school anymore. That's right. Thank you for that, because I didn't know. That's Sazda. Look into Margaret Sanger, Darius. Go learn something. Trinity says, at Robert, he's not the first and won't be the last. They can cry even harder. That's right. Eat your heart out, suckers. Oh, shit, man. Don't mess with these guys, man. They got some facts. These guys are a lot better than me. You guys are making me look good. Let me read some of this, man. Dirty Money says 60% of college students graduate. 30% go on to use that education. 10% end up staying in that field of education. That's some great numbers, my friend. And I think college, again, is overrated. John says, oh my God, Trinity, teaching is blind leading blind, more dumb products for society. Let me tell you something, John James. You better wake your ass up. People that go to college come out dumber than those are actually homeschooled, because they are actually taught with values. And you see the difference between Trinity's children and your children is that your children will be stupid and un-American. to where Trinity's kids will know about our Native American history, our American in general history, and why we are to be one nation, under God, indivisible, with justice and liberty for all. Their kids, Trinity's kids, will know that. Their grandkids know that. Your children will think that illegal immigrants are the people that should run this country. And you, my friend, are a moron for believing what you just said about Trinity teaching homeschool. If you are a horrible parent and you hate this country, you will teach your kids to hate this country as well. Trinity says my second grader is learning the Revolutionary War Constitution, 3 branches of government, and separation of powers at the moment. Damn! I hope you get some governors, so hopefully maybe a president out of that. That's very nice. Or at least some lawmakers. That you need to go to college for, and I would appreciate that. All right, Brian really says, nice work, Trinity. Absolutely. No hate like Ugandan love, ask Sohan. At Darius says, Dirty Money, would you like to call in for a debate? I gave him that opportunity before, but I think he called once, and I don't think we got anything out of that. Did we, Darius? I don't remember. We don't need more psychologists. Diana Severance has had enough of psychology. Psychologists. Man, that's harsh, but I agree with you. Let's see. Dirty Mondays. Don't tell me everything. Okay, let's see. All right, let's go down to the comments. My last one says, okay, Dirty Money. Oh, Dirty Money, stop telling him, man. He now he feels the pressure. All right. Let's see. You know what? Why don't we take a call, man? Let's take a call. Go ahead, Darius. Give me a call, will you? Give me a call. Now, everybody's going to know that you're calling because I have my ringer on, I believe. Joseph, thank you for the super chat. Oh, my goodness. Did he just take somebody out? No. Nope. I am still the boss in this chat. Now, Darius, I know I don't accept Snap. I don't take EBT credit for debating. All right? I don't take EBT for debating. You got to prove that you are worthy caller. Let's see. And don't tell me you got a lot of money because I haven't seen shit. You are entertained right now because you keep arguing with me, and yet, you know what I'm saying? Even John James comes in here and doesn't do jack squat but to talk mess, which is crazy because he looks a little Hispanic on that picture. Hey, listen, Joseph just dropped down $2. Listen, I'm not here to tell you, give me $100, $500. I just want to know that you have goodwill. That's all. Okay? So Joseph, if that's all Joseph has, hey, he gave everything. And he did that with love. You notice he didn't make no comment. He didn't make no insult. And you guys know that I'll read everything if you have a super chat on there. So, Joseph, thank you so much. And I don't mean that you don't have more. I appreciate it, okay? There's times that I've done $1 chats because I've been broke. I have subscribed to other channels as well. And the reason why I give my support is because I am also sewing for my channel. And so that's kind of how the world goes around. Giving is how we receive. And Joseph, I pray that God multiplies that to you 100-fold. God bless you for that. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. All right, let's see. Trinity put the number up there already. The number is up, baby girl. Call in. There we go. And I don't want to hear shit that the phone doesn't work because I know the bill is paid. Joseph! Joseph. Thanks, man. Let me give you a heart and a love for that one. Man, Joseph has taken that health down almost all the way down to a half. Did I miss the first one? Oh, I'm sorry, Joseph. I don't think I gave you a heart on the first. Oh, there it is. All right, there you go. Now I got both of you. Appreciate it, my friend. God bless you. Gary is still hasn't paid attention. Gary, it's already passed, my friend. Don't need to. We don't need to keep running on that. Proposition 50 has passed in California. Good luck, Americans. Good luck. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Uh-oh, Knife is in the house. Let's give Knife a chance. I'm going to read a comment here. Let's see what's going on. Knife says, I'm not saying this guy is intentionally lying, but he is very gullible to believe the lies. You do research all over the place, not just from one source. So best off to just leave this guy alone. Well, my friend, I live in Washington State, and I see the prices. I see the companies. I talk to people. I know what changes in my state. I know who is suffering in my state. And I will tell you right now, I don't need anybody. I don't need Trump. I don't need Republicans. I don't need Democrats to tell me that when revenue is coming in to this country and the prices are still high, somebody's messing up, and it's not who you think it is. Oh, here we go. Darius. Darius in the house. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's talk some shit. Let me see. What you got? Let me see it. First of all, tell me what you disagree with me on and why, and then I'll go ahead and respond.
I disagree with anybody who would still support Trump.
That's not an answer.
That's not an answer. You said, what do I disagree with you about? I disagree with you supporting Donald Trump.
And why?
That ain't an answer. Why?
Yeah.
Because he's a terrible person. He's a terrible president. Why would you support him?
Well, but that's just like an opinion. I want to know why. What's he doing?
That's an opinion. Of course, it's an opinion.
Yeah, but what is he doing? So what I want you to tell me is
why. What has he done for the American people? What has he done to improve the life of the average everyday American?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. I can answer that. One of them, and it's the thing that people don't want to understand. First of all, we needed to put a Band-Aid to secure the border. We got that. We need to get rid of. Hold on, SA. Hold on, SA.
How's that helping me and you in everyday life?
Well, if you allow for mass illegal migration to continue in this country, our economy is going down the shithole. So we got to protect that economy. You have to understand this. You have to understand this.
You don't think it's going to affect the economy, deporting all these workers? You don't think the farmers ain't feeling this?
Absolutely not. No, the economy was booming before they came here.
The economy will win.
It was booming before they came here. There was no problems. Okay.
Immigrants have been here.
Hold on, SA. Let me finish my comment. So
before they got here, that's crazy. They've been here.
Well, see, that's why you don't learn, because you don't listen. You just talk and hear, but you don't listen. Listening means that you quiet when somebody else is talking.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it's hard to listen to bullshit.
Well, just listen. I listened to your bullshit. It was hard too. You said I hate Trump. Okay, that's great. Why? Well, he's racist. No, that's not why. Why is, so listen, this is the difference between, and what I mean by opinion. Yeah, I can say I don't like this guy because, number one, he has more hair than I do.
It's your opinion.
Well, listen, see, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not even done talking.
What's your point?
No, you Darius, thanks for calling. Thanks for calling. Okay, listen to me. Let me listen to me. I'm sorry I had to hang up on him, okay? I apologize. You guys had to see that. You have to listen, man. Even if you disagree with me, you have to listen. If you don't listen, you're always going to be on that in the rut of negativity. You got to listen, man. You have to listen. Come on, man. See, this is why you're typing all this nonsense and all this bull crap in the chat, because you don't listen. You have so much hate for this man that he was right. Matter of fact. Trump was right about everything. Now, let me tell you why I say that. No. You don't get to call again. Nobody calls in here unless I said call. All right. When Trump made the speech, Robert, Thanks for the super chat. At Trinity Meadows is a sweet, super smart person. Yeah, she sure is. Guys, don't call yet. Don't call. Oh, you're using the emojis that I gave you. Yes, my members have emojis to use. Now I'll make better ones, guys. That was just a test drive. But anyways, this is the thing. Benjamin, I'll give you a chance to call. Give me a second. This is what I mean. And I'm gonna give you a fact, and you know this. When you hate somebody, you will never. I say, hold on, don't call yet. You will never listen to them, because the moment that you hate somebody, you're gonna want to talk over them, because that hate does not allow you to acknowledge that there is a difference of opinion. Doesn't let you acknowledge that maybe something good is happening by what this person is doing. You got all three of them in there, huh? No. Diana, another one that doesn't listen. Oh my God. I want you to understand this. This is, and I hope that if I make this mistake, of course you can call me out on it. But when I say, I want you to tell me what you disagree on me and why. Okay? When I give you a why, I'm not wanting your opinion on why. I want you to tell me why. It doesn't compute in your little brain right now, but it will eventually when you learn to listen. Here, why do you like Trump? No, do you like Trump and why? This is the wrong answer. Yeah, I like Trump. I think he's a nice guy. I think he's a good business guy. I think he's a good father. That's not why. That's your opinion. I think is your opinion. This is the answer. I like Trump. Why? He secured the border. Why? He works tirelessly. He goes around the world trying to make some deals, trying to help other nations calm down, and by using the power of tariffs, he has been able to bring a lot of people, a lot of leaders throughout the world to come in and work out some sort of deal to where we can stay friends. He's gone to Vietnam, which, by the way, has manufacturers from China. They have been making products from China, shipping them over to the United States of America so they can skip the tariffs that Chinese are supposed to be paying. See, we don't play that game. But now he's talked to the Vietnam president, and now we have some sort of agreement. We might not have some sort of contract or a deal with them, but there is an agreement. You screw with us, you pay the price. We are 1/3 of the market of the world. And the moment that you decide that you want to screw around with us, guess what? Some people will suffer in my country, but we, the American people, are going to fight until we get fairness dealt for us and the world in this country. That's why I like Trump. Why? Because he went to Qatar to when everybody else will say, wait a minute, they have supported Muslim terrorists. Wait a minute, those are Muslim Arabs. Wait a minute, shut the hell up. The reason why I like it is because he went over there. You can say that's our enemy. But look what our enemy is doing. Here's a $400 million jet, Mr. President. We want to gift it to you. He said, oh, that's very nice. Thank you. Well, that's very nice. Right? They give him the welcome of a king. And the Democrats, oh my God, that's our position. We can't let Trump be the king. We can't let Trump do that. We're the king. We're the queens. Why is he getting a gift? Why did they offer him a $400 million plane? Who is he? They hate. But what happens? Everybody welcomes him. He goes out there and admires the architecture of the Muslim Arabs. And wow, this is a beautiful place. Man, you guys are amazing over here. As a matter of fact, that Crown Prince was also the one that now allows females to have some rights. Not everything, I'm sure that Muslims... See, there's a lot of things that you don't know about Muslims. But they are being more open-minded about it. President Trump is there. He went to visit the Prince Amir. He went to visit all these other people up there that everybody says there are enemies. They hate us and this and that. And yet he's over there showing them, hey, listen, we are not as bad as you think. Here I am as president. This is what I represent, the real American people. And who are the real American people? Some tough SOBs. People that have word. Powerful people that come together, and together we defeat anything that the world throws at us. And on top of that, we believe in God. See, John, your mind is too little to understand. Whether that's a bribe or not, it's irrelevant. The fact is, they didn't offer it to anybody. Give me a second, brother. Let's see. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I remember that. No, I appreciate it. I want you to call me, but just give me a second, okay? All right. That's how you answer a why. You see, it's not opinions. Oh, did somebody take me off the... Somebody took out the boss. Just so you guys know, subscribes and super chats takes my health down. Who is the lead now? Robert is the lead, and he has made it so I can play the boss song for him. And here we go. This is for you, Roberto. I mean, Robert. Sorry about that. I made you a Mexican there for a second. Appreciate it. Like a boss. Like a jefe.
Is he here, kid?
Like a boss, like a jefe. I love it. Oh, man. I love it when you guys take that lead, because I get to promote my thanks to all my members, and I appreciate you guys. All right, with that being said, let's see. Please put my picture up on your podcast. I defend you with my life. Let me see. We're going to put, I'll have to, let me see. I'll have to see. I will have to send them to me, to the email here. And not there. All right, I will do it. Hold on, give me a second. Joseph Paulo Antonio, thank you for the super chat. Much love to you, my friend. And Robert took me down here. Let me see. It was not a super chat, but it still took me down. People helped you take me out, huh? Okay. Let's see. So we're gonna, let me just, I'm gonna save the photos, okay? Just so that I can email. Can you just email it to me, my friend? And then I'll go ahead and post them on the chat here. My email here is Trinity. Do you still have it? It's Dennis Ahora. It's in Spanish. This is an email that I made because I will make a Spanish channel as well. Here, send me those photos right there, my friend, and I will go ahead and share them with everybody on my screen. I appreciate you. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your love and your support. 100%. Diana Severance, you want subs. What? Yet you came after me for agreeing with you. I'm not sure what you're saying, Diana. I just unsubbed and I'm out. What the hell is she talking about? You need to listen to the people who are agreeing with you. It's sad you think everyone is this. What is she talking about? I don't even know what the hell she said. Again, man, even some of the people that support me, man, you got to listen. What people are so damn emotional. It's on both sides. I get it. But why are you so damn emotional? Just listen. You got to listen. You can't just hear somebody. You have to listen. For Pete's sakes, I never thought that I would have to tell adults to listen. People think that I can read every single comment that comes through here. Darius, the reason why you get hung up on is this is my show. I ask you a question. I said, don't give me opinions, give me why. You don't know what the hell that means. I just gave you an example of everything he's doing, not what I think he's doing, what he is doing. And that, my friend, is how you answer a why. It's a big difference of opinion. I don't understand, man. No, I let you ask the question, and I'm in the middle. You say, "Oh, you're taking too long." Well, tough shit, bro. This is my channel, dude. I was about to compliment you so bad, but you just proved me that I can't. I can't compliment idiots. No, respect is earned. One day you'll earn it, but not today. Not today. All right. So with that being said, Darius, I'm going to go ahead and put you on timeout. I don't appreciate you, man. I don't appreciate you at all. All right. So I don't want you to think that I'm not letting you talk. I want you to understand how to communicate, because I see that a lot of people on this dumb protest. We have so much division in this country, and it's why? Because people don't listen. People don't learn to accept that somebody disagrees with them. I'm not here to convince you, but I am here to tell you how I think, how I look at things. And if you agree with me, this is why I get excited about subscribers. I got over 10,000 subscribers, and I got 93 people watching. So it's not about that. I want people that agree with me to be here for support. And if you are the kind of people that have tough skin and you can agree to disagree on a lot of things, then stick around. But don't come in here, just insult and call liar and then be mean to the other people in my chat, because I don't appreciate that. John says, I'll reply because Robert is dying for me to represent thee to him. Beat it, little guy. Go that. What the hell are you? Bro, come on, man. Bro, I don't believe that poll. That 37% poll, I don't believe that. I didn't vote on it. I'm sure Trinity didn't vote on it. You're going to tell me a poll that says that 37% of the people disapprove. The Americans disapprove. 1,000 people? We are 350 million people in this country. Polls don't mean shit. All right, I want to have people on here, okay, that can speak some positivity. That's what I want. All right, I want some positivity. I want some facts. I want some things that will prove to me what you're saying. All right, let me go check my email and see if you send that in there, brother. Let me see. I thought I had it already. All right, let me see. Dennis Herrera. Oh, for Pete's sakes, where are you? All right, let's see. I'll go log in here. This better not kick me out. Give me a second, brother. Let me see if you send the photo into my email, and then I can share it. Okay. Don't have it.
God bless.
All right.
This lady. Check this out.
All right, I'm going to show you a video here from another content creator. This is a link that Trinity sent me. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share it and let's watch it together. I actually like this guy as well. You guys remember him? He has a lot of clips like this. All right, thanks for the sub, guys, and I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and listen to this before I continue with the.
but we have to swallow it. The Democratic Party, I voted for over 20 years of my life. I voted for Barack Obama when he said he was going to bring hope and change, and yes, we can, and no, we didn't. The jobs didn't come, the better schools didn't come, the investment in our communities did not come, national security, our borders are open. We're not safe. We're not safe, and we've got to stop thinking as black and white and purple and Arab. We've got to start thinking as Americans, and that's what Donald Trump is saying. We're Americans, America first.
You have to remember, Donald Trump is the head of Trump Organization, and when you look into that organization, it is filled with blacks, whites, Hispanics, Arabs, Asians. It's different religions, different creeds.
So proud.
Thank you, Trinity, for that link. I do listen to him a lot. Now what? Go ahead and tell me that everything that I say was a lie. Go on. That's a black woman speaking decades of truth. We see it. Nobody has to tell us. We see it. Yeah. That's his name, Jeff Square? Yeah. Now he's been putting a lot of videos out there like that. Let me see if I can find another one. Baba has spoken. I don't know what this guy is. He looks gay, but not the good kind of gay. I guess I will have to go to his actual channel to see more videos that he's posted. No, you will not get more than 12 likes because you said that. Now tell me something. Why do videos like this go so viral with people being stupid? You know what I'm saying? People doing stupid things get millions and millions of views, and yet people that actually have something worth saying don't get millions of views. Most of you probably don't know why, but that's because they want you to be entertained with stupid shit and not with reality. Cray, 100%. People are afraid of the truth, and I don't understand why. Christine says, what? I realized that I think Trump is also. I don't know what was that. Sorry about that. I don't understand. No, we're not going to release the Epstein files. Wait, why the hell did I read that? How did I read that? I don't understand everything. I think everything was backwards after I looked at it. Somebody took that off. Yeah, Mike says China does not allow its version of TikTok to be as stupid as they have in the United States. This is true. This is true. I can't believe I didn't see that comment on my chat over here, but I saw it on my cell phone chat. Let's see. I think this is untrue because it doesn't fit with what I think is going on in the world, but I will believe this other thing because it doesn't fit with my worldview. That's smart. Yeah, well, that's how it happens, John. And that is one of the things that, you know, when we believe that we say is right and what you believe you say is right, there's consequences to whoever wins the argument and they are wrong. And so throughout history, okay, this is how you can distinguish or how you can make a difference on if it's your truth and my truth. You have to look at history. What has happened when people do this? What happens when people use this type of mentality? Well, this is the results. These are the consequences. This is why you need to be like Trinity. Trinity teaches her homeschool. She's teaching them reading, writing. She's teaching them history. She's teaching them the stuff that they need to know, not only to learn how to read and write, but also history and how to interpret that history, how to forgive the bad things or overlook the bad things that have happened in history. We don't want to repeat that, but we also want to make sure that we stay on the path that leads to prosperity and to protection for future generations. You know what was the number one reason that I noticed on the campaign of why the youth voted for Mandani? It's not just the free stuff. It's not just the housing. It's not just the bus. he's cute. He's cute. I'm telling you, that is how they vote. Which, Trinity, it tells me that I might not get any votes either because I am one ugly mofo, lucky to be loved by my wife, which is a beautiful woman as well. But this ugly guy, I don't know if I ever got thrown out to the curb and I got divorced, I might have to go for older women because they will appreciate me more. There's something they say about age. I will tell you this. When I was 16 years old and I had a crush on girls, I always thought, this is it. This is as old as I am getting. I know everything. And I didn't think anything of it. Right? I didn't think anything of it. But I thought I knew everything and this is perfectly fine. But we might watch a little bit more of our friend JLP. And I turned 27. And I looked at 16-year-olds, and it's like, oh my gosh, why did I ever think that 16-year-old was perfect for me to create a home with? She looks too young. And then I noticed that the 30-year-old women, which I thought looked old to me when I was 16, well, not really. I got some stories. But I thought, this woman looks a lot prettier than I thought. It looks like a real woman now. And now that I'm almost 50 here, I don't know, 60-year-old women just look amazing to me. I'm just like, hey, listen. That's just the way it is, my friend. That's just the way it is. All right. So if I look at an 18-year-old, it's just not for me. I'm sorry. Yeah, she's 18. She's she's legit. She's of age. I can date 18-year-olds, but I just don't see that. When I look at my wife, I'm happy to look at my wife. All the imperfections that we have, it's okay. We like it. We still love each other. But I'm telling you, for all those people that come in here and say that I'm a pedophile because I support President Trump with their false accusations that they make against him, it shows me how ignorant they really are. Oh, Trinity, don't get me started, woman. You are the sexiest woman alive. You got some good brains, and I appreciate that. I think a lot of men will appreciate, real men, will appreciate a woman that is independent, that is smart, and that is wise. And I also know that you will support your husband 100%. Listen, you won't make all the best decisions all the time. Nobody will. But I can tell you, I can see a good thing when I see it. And I'm not trying to flirt with Trinity, you perverts. I'm not trying to go to Tennessee and make her my woman. We have a respect. It's a mutual respect. Of course, I'm married. I wouldn't go looking for another woman while I'm married. But, if people get divorced, there's options all over the place, apparently. Okay? So there's that. Don't think too deep into that. It's not what you think. Dirty money. Dennis, the Casanova of Washington. Here's a dirty little secret for you guys, all the haters, that you can have something to comment on me about. I have a very large body count. And I have a lot of horrible, bad experiences. I had some okay experiences, some good experiences, a lot of betrayals, a lot of backstabbing. A lot. Now, I will tell you this. If I can go do it all over again, I would force myself to be a virgin until I got married, and I would have, if I know now, if I knew then what I know now, I would be a lot wiser. I'd be a lot more successful. Age is catching up, but it's not the end of the world. I think that everybody deserves a second chance, and we are all everybody. All right, that's the scoop. That's the dirty part that you can talk trash about me. Body count, blah, blah, blah. What I do know is that love trumps everything. All right, I do want to... No, that was too boring. Let me see. We should be able to... let me see what this... I don't like watching these too much because it's just a bunch of nothing. Yeah, I don't think so. However, let me see. Let's see what TBN has. You guys want to hear something from Israel? Well, here we go. Let's see. What is this about? We're gonna go ahead and listen to this guy. I don't know if you ever watch a TBN news, but this is Boots on the Ground, I think is what this guy is called. Let me see. I think this is Boots on the Ground. Yeah, let me see.
Pinto, and this is your Boots on the Ground report about what is happening in Israel.
So for a lot of people that hate Israel, let's go ahead and listen to him, because I want to find these photos and I'm going to post and show you guys a picture of my friend, the cowboy, the countryman and veteran that has served our country and is in our chat. So you guys go ahead and listen to him for a little bit, and then I'm going to work behind the scenes over here.
In this war against the terrorist organizations, Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, the militias in Iraq, and the terrorist groups in Judea and Samaria. Each one is coordinated by Iran's Revolutionary Guards. Tonight, we're broadcasting from Jerusalem as leaders in Christian media gather to hear the truth from the ground. And the truth right now is this. While a first phase agreement was designed to bring every living hostages home and the return of the fallen for burial in Israel, the terrorist organization Hamas is violating the deal, playing for time with cynical theatrics and disrespecting the dead. Here is what happened and how it happened. In the past 48 hours, Israeli officials say that the terrorist organization Hamas knows the location of most of the murdered hostages, yet it stages a performance of so-called searches to delay the process. Last night, it handed over remains that it claims were Israelis, and forensics checks proved that they were not. This is not a mistake. This is deception, a move to appease mediators without delivering truth. Jerusalem's position is firm. No real compliance with Stage A. No move to Stage B. And the Prime Minister said it clearly. If a multinational force will not enforce demilitarization in the Gaza Strip, the IDF will. And on the ground, violations continue. Since the ceasefire marker, there have been multiple incidents against our forces, some deadly, and the IDF is destroying tunnels and underground infrastructure inside the zones under Israeli control, and when necessary, striking beyond the yellow line to preempt attacks. And in parallel, reports from Gaza indicate that the terrorist organization Hamas has abandoned its own operatives that are trapped on the Israeli-controlled side of the yellow line, men that have families and are running from tunnel segments in Rafah and Khan Yunis, asking to be rescued. Whether that is chaos or tactic, it reveals the true nature of this enemy. Take advantage of your own, lie to the world, and bargain with the bodies of our loved ones. Now, let's talk about the American interim plan, what it aims to do, and why executing it is very hard. The concept is to place a multinational separating force along the yellow line to reduce friction while building humanitarian zones in the north and also in the south where civilians can stabilize and begin the recovery. Maps are being drawn. Israel retains control of key points and a veto on the composition of any force. In theory, that buys time and pressure. Time to verify the return of the fallen and pressure on the terrorist organization Hamas to accept demilitarization and replacement governments in Gaza. But here are the frictions that make this very difficult. 1. Armed enemy, unarmed peace. You cannot ask a non-IDF force to take over anything while the terrorist organization Hamas remains armed in depth. Demilitarization is not a press release. It requires inventory, collection, and destruction of weapons, access to tunnels, and freedom to act within the enemy while it's violating the terms. If the force cannot enter a shaft without negotiating with a gunman, it is not a separating force. It's a photo op. 2. Who gives the orders and what happens on breaches? A workable plan needs clear rules of engagement. Who stops a rocket crew in real time? Who arrests a cell that fires on the line and docks into a school? What is the automatic consequences of a breach? Sanctions? Targeted arrests? Precision strikes? If those answers are vague, implementation collapses the first night. So who actually joins? Many candidate states will not deploy soldiers in contract with a still-armed terrorist organization. That means that the so-called multinational force may rely on engineers, police-type units, and limited contingents. Valuable people, but not a replacement for a security force that can fight if required. Without critical mass and without Israel's freedom of action, the plan is a map without muscles. Handover versus handoff. The terror organization Hamas talks about giving the arms away. That is theater. Arms are not given, they are surrendered, cataloged, and destroyed under verification. Anything short of that becomes a shell game. Truck a few rifles to a warehouse, keep the real kit in a tunnel, and proclaim that you are abiding by the agreement, compliance. The remains. Stage A was explicit, living hostages home and the return of the fallen. If the terrorist organization Hamas keeps withholding coordinates while handing over random remains, everything freezes. The humanitarian zones, the outside force, and the path to stage B. So, where does that leave Israel? With a sequence mechanism that can work if the mechanism is enforced. The IDF retains control over more than half of the Gaza Strip in this stage and the right to enter wherever needed. The red lines stand. No Nukhba terrorists from October 7th are released. The 4 aces demanded by Hamas are not in the package. And hour by hour, the question is simple. Does Hamas deliver truth or does Israel act? Friends, tonight, we are standing inside a room filled with Christian media leaders who want to see and hear the truth for themselves. That matters because the information that is being shared around the globe regarding this war is not correct. So the next chapter of support for Israel will be written by a new generation. Over the last decade, surveys show a shift among young evangelicals. Many are less connected to the Bible as a living story and more shaped by social media emotion than facts on the ground. Amongst older evangelicals, more than 70% see Israel's existence as fulfillment of biblical promises. Among those under 30, that number drops dramatically. Another study shows that only about a third of 18 to 29-year-old evangelicals have a positive view of Israel, down from nearly 70% a decade ago. And a recent look at scripture engagement found that fewer than half of young evangelicals say that the Bible should be taken literally compared to strong majorities amongst the seniors. Yeah. So, add one more reality. Gen Z trusts creators more than institutions, and the first place that they meet Israel is often a 60-second clip on TikTok or on Instagram. That is why this Christian Media Summit matters right now for the next days. Participants will meet survivors from Kfar Aza and Nir Oz, Israeli communities that were attacked. See the 6:29 a.m. exhibit. Hear from families of hostages, receive strategic briefings, and walk the north and the southern borders. It is truth firsthand, and it is also where we ask how to communicate the truth to the generation that scrolls faster than it reads. In a few minutes, we go live to a special panel, The Young Generation, and I want to set the stage for you. In this panel, we will have Mansour Ashkar, which is a Druze Israeli former IDF Special Forces officer, and today a social media voice of courage and coexistence. Mati Shoshani, the one and only CEO of Sarel Media and Production, and myself, Yair Pinto, host of Boots on the Ground on TBN Israel. Here is what we tackle head on. Why the rift? Mansour will share how young Christians abroad respond to his faith journey and service, what resonates, what confuses, and what heals. What changed after October?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and share a photo that my friend wants me to share here with you guys. This is one of our veterans from our chat. And we appreciate your service. I believe he is the one on the right. Am I correct? Go on and let everybody know if I'm right. These photos are for those women out there that are single. You know, that you guys want to look at this guy on the right. I'll show you another picture of him here real quick. There you go. All right. So there you go. We love our veterans. This is our countryman that we have in our chat, and we love you, bud. Thank you for sharing that photo. I hope you guys are not afraid of those photos, but I appreciate the fact that he decided to share that with us. I'm only showing it, guys, because he allowed me to share it. Other than that, you guys' messages are private to me. Let me see what have we got here. Oh, that's right, Trinity. I forgot to tell you. So that link that you sent me, I'm glad I'm going through these emails right now. Let me see, what is this? What I missed? Missed a message from man. 8647 crap. I know. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, man. Appreciate you there. All right. So now that I'm looking at the emails, I remember that I actually clipped a video to show you guys from Stephen A. Smith. Let me find the video here so I can show you guys. I'm going to share it with you guys. Stephen A. Smith and talking about Mandani, I believe. So let me find the video here real quick. I was going to share this with you guys yesterday.
I'm not happy about it.
Yeah,
Looking forward to it.
Here we go. So there was a lot of noise in the background, so I tried to remove as much noise as I could from the clip. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, okay? Thank you, Trinity, for that link. I think I asked for it yesterday, right? And you sent it yesterday. Yeah, so here we go. Let me see. This is Stephen A. Smith. Government shutdown. Record. This is 36 days, or 2 days ago. ICE rejected Dennis like everyone in his life. Oh, Sunset, why are you so mean? My feelings. Let's listen to some Stephen A. Smith so I can get my feelings back in order.
I'm not happy about it. Looking forward to interviewing him. He's promised to be on this show. But I'm very, very concerned about some of the things that he said. I'm very concerned about what he once said about defunding the police. I'm calling 911. I'm being real with you. I'm calling 911. That's what I'm doing. I don't want to see less police officers. I want to see more police officers. I heard him talk about mental health experts in the subway system. I don't care about that. I want cops in the subways in New York City, where I was born and raised. Born in the Bronx, raised in Queens. That's what I want. I want to hear about no damn mental health experts in subways. Nah, I'm not trying to hear that, okay? 2% tax on the rich. Okay, fine. 11.5% capital gains tax. On its face, okay, fine. Free bus, free grocery stores in each borough? Really? Really think that's going to work? Ladies and gentlemen, we're at a crossroads in this nation, and there's no way to slice it. And the level of vitriol that you see amongst the American citizen is because, God forbid, that you have a difference of opinion. It's not enough to agree. You know, people have to be disagreeable. And you have to be selfish if you're a person that's rich, that's making money, and you don't want to pay your fair share of taxes. Well, when you think about the billionaires in the state, in the city of New York, they make up about 48% in terms of the amount of taxes that they dole out compared to the average American, compared to the rest of New Yorkers. And if you're talking about raising their taxes while doing these other things, you're making New York unattractive, not just for residents, but for businesses. And if you make it unattractive for businesses and you don't, and you compromise the ability to be the capitalists that these people are, then they take their businesses elsewhere. So the money that they paid on their homes or in rent, they move out of the city or the state. Businesses follow. And then ultimately the tax burden falls on to New Yorkers out there, which means that rent freezes, which is also something that Mamdani pushed. Is that really going to be plausible? Or are you really going to be able to freeze rent? Or are you going to end up hiking it because you don't have enough people here to pay it? Tax revenue, where you getting that from? See, these are all the kind of things that we have to connect the dots and ask ourselves, 1 + 1, does it equal 2? Is it really plausible that these things are going to happen? According to Mayor Hochul, 90% of the stuff Mamdani said he can't do on his own. He got to come through her and the state legislature in order to get it done. Is he going to be able to do that? What level of support is he going to have outside of young whippersnappers out there who love him and are so in love with his personality and everything else that they didn't really dot the I's and cross the T's and look at actual policies and the kind of effect that's going to have on New Yorkers? That's what I'm worried about. I hope I'm wrong. Because talking to him, I like them. I'm looking forward to sitting down and interviewing with them. I just want to know where the money coming from.
Yep.
See, I count. Okay? I count. And I can't tell you how many young teenagers, it could be daughters, it could be nieces and nephews, it could be friends and family members or relatives of folks along that age gap. And you're asking the same question. And you know what you come up with? The people who love Mamdani the most are not people who pay bills every day. I'm not saying that applies to everybody. I'm not applying that. But they certainly not people that pay bills every day all the time. You don't see business owners clamoring to support them. I'm just saying these things are important to bring up.
Well. So that is the clip, my friends. So for all the what is the, okay, somebody here help me out. What is the signature? Tell me you're a socialist, libtard, Democrat without telling me that you are a socialist, libtard, Democrat. Sunset, great example. Thank you for your participation. Stephen A. Smith is an inch from becoming MAGA. Okay, Sunset is Mexican. Now I know. All right, very unfortunate you don't support your Latino people. How dare you? My feelings are crushed. How can you not support a traitor that loves America, that supports all American citizens and residents and is against illegal immigration? How can you not love a Hispanic that is proud of his Hispanic culture and ethnicity when they respect the law and they come here the right way and they don't stain the name of Hispanics by saying that we are all wetbacks and whatever other names people want to make up? Why is it that I'm a traitor when I'm trying to represent to the American people that Hispanics are educated, we know how to respect the law, and that we are great citizenship material to be in this country? Why is it that you illegal people and those illegal sympathizers don't understand about that? Why don't you understand that if you allow people to break laws that are meant to keep order in our country, they will not be ever, nor will their children ever be good citizens and stewards of this country? Why is it that you call people names instead of trying to help understand what the situation is that we have at hand? Why is it that you have so much hate in your heart for one guy that you are more than willing to sacrifice a whole nation because of the hate that you have for one guy? I can tell you that in Washington State, I'll probably one of the few, and to be honest, and this is to all of my patriots in here, I believe that if God opens the door for me to run for government, I'm not going to tell you it's because I'm awesome. I'm not going to tell you that it's because I am a great candidate and I think that I will do the best job. No, it's because it's going to be God's will and because I have very smart and loving people backing me up. That is what's going to bring me a successful run campaign. And if it happens to be that Washingtonians here in Washington State are going to be taught a lesson like New York is about to? Well, we'll have to see. All I know is that we have another year for the next election. And 2026 goes by really fast, my friend. Really fast. Whites and white tacos voted for him. A lot of Jews, I'm sure, voted for Mandani as well. But, you know, there is a story in the Exodus of Egypt. The Hebrews were enslaved for 400 years or so. I think it's 400 years. They prayed and cried out, "Deliver us, deliver us, deliver us from this oppression." And God listened. And God gave them a deliverer. There's a special scene in the Ten Commandments with Charlton Heston. Let me see if I can find it. I just think it will have a lot more meaning if we watch it together. Let me see if I can find it. Allow me some research. You're gonna love this scene. If I can find this scene, you're gonna love it. It is one of my favorites. Even though it's a Hollywood movie, it is based on the Bible, not word by word, but this example is something that maybe can or could have or did happen. Let's see, Ten Commandments. Let's see. Moses. Come on. Let me see. Please tell me I can find it. Dun, 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 dun. Man, that's an amazing movie, by the way. 1956. Unbelievable. That's how old that movie is? 1956? Wow. The one with Charlton Heston, by the way. I will find it. Let me see. I will find it. Oh, here it is. I think this is it right here. Hold on. Give me a second. I will try to get to it. All right. Let's go ahead and watch it from here. Hold on. All right. Let's watch it from here. Ah, man. I love this right here, guys. Watch this. Watch this.
Afflicted, the hopeless, the oppressed. And he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens.
What a God.
Here, here's water.
What's that old man right there?
That's a hard dance you do, old man. We've been dancing it for 400 years. Supreme music. And the only deliverer that has come to us is death. Back to work, you braying mules.
You're strange to the pits. Your back is unscarred.
You bring a warm smile with your cool water?
My smile is for a stone cutter. The water is for you.
I thank you.
Your voice is not strange. You are...
One of many who thirst. You there. Come here.
That is Buck, the master builder.
Does he call me or you? You, water girl. I'm thirsty.
He does not thirst for water.
Beauty is but a curse to our women.
Water, noble one.
Now, wine. The wine of beauty.
What beauty can my lord find in these mud pits?
The lotus flower blooms in the Nile's gray mud. Dathan, she will do well as a house slave.
Do not take me from my people. There would be danger.
Danger from such lovely hands.
There are other hands, strong enough to kill.
Our mudflower has a thorn.
Oh, please, Lord Baka, I beg you.
Tears? When you have been bathed in scented water. When your limbs have been caressed by sweet oils. And your hair combed with sandalwood. There will be no time for tears.
She's not worthy of your magnificence. Let my eyes...
Your eyes had best find the deliverer, Dathan, or you will have no eyes.
Okay. For you morons out there, I want you to watch the example. Not that this is real history. Pay attention, learn something. The part's coming up. I'll point it out.
Yes. Bring the girl.
May the hand of God strike him. Dance, you mud turtles. Dance. You rot our bodies. Steal hope from our soul.
Pay attention. This is for the moron that says that I'm confusing Bible with Hollywood. Listen to this example, and this is what happens in our life as well. Listen to this special moment between him and Moses, and this is how people don't understand how God works.
Must you also shame and defile our women? And you squealing goat! We're not animals. We're men, made in the image of God. This will change your image. That's you. Get that straw cutter.
Leave him or you'll be murdered with him.
I'll not leave a man to die in the mud.
Thank you, my son. But death is better than bondage. For my days are ended, and my prayer unanswered.
What prayer, old man?
That before death closed my eyes, I might behold the deliverer who will lead all men to freedom.
What deliverer could break the power of Pharaoh?
You! Flight carriers! Throw this carrion to the vultures!
That is powerful. I don't know if you missed that. That is powerful. Let me take a quick break, guys. You guys enjoy. Just give me a minute. All right. I know I'm a little wimp. Sometimes I get a little bit emotional, but that scene right there is probably one of the most powerful scenes in that movie. A lot of miracles that are in the Bible that they show on this Ten Commandments movie, I think is nothing compared to that moment right there. He's staring at the deliverer, and he only had one prayer, that before he rest his eyes, before he died, that he would glance upon the face of his deliverer. That, my friends, is powerful. And that's what I yearn for. People that like to throw scriptures on here, they don't really know what they're talking about. They confuse the suffering of people and what needs to happen. They don't know what justice is. The reason why we have poverty, the reason why we have wars, the reason why we die in this world is because of sin. The reason why we suffer is because of sin. Now, I dare you, any of you people that come to my chat, I dare you to go on the streets and preach that. Go on the streets and preach that. Don't come do it here just to insult me. Go on the streets and preach that to people that hate Christians. I dare you, I double dare you to go and show Christian scriptures in front of people that hate Christians. And I'm talking to the point where they will take your life. I dare you to go show those scriptures to those people. See, you're a very tough warrior here, hiding behind the keyboard typing stuff. One day you'll learn. Melody, you're probably one of the biggest hypocrites, not because you're a bad person, but because you're so blinded by emotion. You see how I get emotional on that part right there? I've seen that many times. I've seen the whole movie many times. And I still get teary. I'm still gullible. My emotions still melt to see that powerful moment. I bet you felt nothing in that scene. You felt nothing from seeing the men during slavery, the same people the world hates today, the same people Palestinians want to wipe out from the river to the sea. They want to annihilate Israel and the Jews. The same people that come into my chat and say, why do you support Israel? It's the same people. And no, Jesus was not a carpenter. Jesus was the son of a carpenter. Adam did not bite the apple. Adam bit the fruit. Again, Melody, you're a confused, emotional woman. You'd probably never have a daddy to teach you how to be a real woman. Nor did you probably have a strong mother to teach you how to be a grown woman. It happens. And you know what? I'm sure your children are just as twisted as you are. And that's your fault. Now, the sins that they commit, they'll be blamed for it, but it's still your fault. So we're not going to judge you for it, but it's exactly what it is. Okay? I am emotional. I'm a very strong man, but I'm very emotional. I admit to that. But that's why passion burns inside my heart. And that's why I raise my voice, and that's why I fight, and that's what lights up my fuel. There's a mixture. It's like a dragon with two chemicals ready to mix. And when they mix, they create that flame of fire. So I'm very appreciative of my weakness. But in that weakness, I find strength in Jesus Christ. Amen. Go ahead and cut it off. Father, I thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the blessings, for all the troubles. Father, only you are perfect. Oh, only you are wise, and all the glory and praise is to you. We do not confuse the praise that we give man with the same praise that we give you. The praise that we give you is above anything else in this world. When we say we're proud, we're not proud of a selfish pride, but we are proud of what is to happen around us with justice and righteousness. When we are happy for our children, we are happy that they are able to be independent and that they are able to learn. That's a good pride. We're not proud in ourselves, for we deny ourselves so that we can accept you in our life. You lead our life. You are the one that teaches mercy and grace and tough love and discipline. We thank you, Lord, because you are merciful and your grace is great. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for being here with us. For in the moment that I feel the weakest, you give me the urge to reach out to my Father for strength. I love it. I love it. Thank you for the problems that I have lived through in my life. Thank you for my suffering. Thank you for my bad days. Thank you for the consequences of my decisions. Thank you for all the suffering in my life. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Father, I pray for Israel, your chosen people. Many will never understand why we must protect them, why we must ally ourselves with them. But we know why. You have chosen them to show your might to the world. We thank you that you have given us Israel as an ally. We thank you for all the help that they have given us. Father, I know that it doesn't matter what we say to people. When they have so much hate in their heart, when their minds have been so corrupted with evil, it's hard for them to see, but I pray that you enlighten them. Let them see beyond what this world shows them. Let them understand. Let them think for themselves. Let them figure it out. Let them see the truth. Father, all the glory and all the praise goes to you, Father. I pray for President Trump. We know he's late in age. We know he's sacrificing the last years of his life and health for us. Bless him. Give him success. Prosper him immensely. Beyond measure, prosper him. Guard his soul. He doesn't believe that he deserves your mercy. But what better man to deserve your mercy than that who denies himself? Than that who doesn't assure himself of being with you? It's amazing. Father, thank you so much for your Holy Spirit. Thank you for breaking me. Thank you for humbling me so that I may be stronger and wiser for a better tomorrow, not for myself, but for my children and every other future generation in this world. We already know what's going to happen in our future. It is written in your word, in your inspired word. But we fight, Lord. Even if that day's here, we still believe what you taught us, and that is to plan and live like tomorrow will never come, but as if this is our last day on earth. Help us perfect that. Only you are holy, Father, Holy Son, and Holy Spirit. And my soul praise your holy name. In the name of Jesus, I believe it, and let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Now, whether you pray that with me or not, it doesn't matter. But if you pray that with me, I appreciate it. Please keep praying for me. People don't know what compassion is. Melody, you have no idea what compassion is. You don't know what love is. You don't know what mercy is. You don't know what those things mean at all. You're confused. That's not how life works. You will never, ever be able to have peace until you really know what that means. Every country in the world is going to have hardship. And if you haven't learned by now, it's that if we are not healthy in our country, if we are not strong in our country, if we are not prosperous in our country, and we allow hate to take over our hearts, if you cannot forgive the person you hate the most, you will never find forgiveness for yourself. Never. And that means you're going to hell, just in case you didn't know that. You need to learn to forgive. See, a lot of people here, they don't believe in God. A lot of people here, they're probably Satanists. They're Satanists. They come in here and they're Satanists. They're demonic. How do I know that? Look at Jai. Jesus wins in the end. Trinity, amen. You see that? Brian, even Dirty Money. Everybody understands that. But the ones that are demonic don't see past what's right here, the nose. After that, they don't see anything else. People think that I do this show so that I can make them upset. That's not what this show is about. This show is so that we can teach each other what is true and what is not. And if we disagree with something, it is what it is. You gather your people, I gather my people. I say this, my people in my channel and all the patriots that I support, they believe some very hardcore values. And one of them is this, America first. Now, in order for America to be first, we have to make sure that our nation is protected, that our nation is taken care of. So in order for us to be able to do that, we need to control population. And I'm not talking about Americans not having children. I want Americans to keep multiplying. That's not a doubt. I am talking about population control through immigration. Allowing millions of illegal immigrants here will never, ever allow us to give our citizens free health care. It will never allow us to be able to help all of our veterans and disabled people. It will never allow us to have enough resources to provide for the Americans to be number one first. So if you don't agree with that, nothing you say in this chat ever will make a difference. You say, oh, the children, they're starving. They should be back in their country. That's their responsibility. If you don't take care of your house, how can you take care of somebody else's? If your house is not in order, how would you make someone else's house in order? People come in here, I'm saying good morning, and the first thing that comes out of their mouth, liar, traitor, hate. Hate is poison. If you don't believe that President Donald Trump can be forgiven for what he has done, you will never be forgiven yourself. For Jesus says, those without sin cast the first stone. And yet, you are full of sin and are throwing stones all over the place. You hypocrites. As Jesus said, you snakes, you vipers, you generation of rebellious, corrupted people, sexually perversive. There's a difference when you're struggling with something. If you are tempted to commit adultery, you're struggling with it, it's okay. Pray about it. Don't act on it. Just pray about it. If you know that being a fornicator is bad and you do it willingly, I don't know what's going to happen to you. But I can tell you something. If you want to stop, pray about it. Don't judge others, lest ye be judged yourself with the same measure that you judge others. That is true. And if I was illegal, I wouldn't be saying it. But because I'm a citizen of this country, I am saying it. The Bible also says, judge one another righteously. Meaning, if somebody's stealing, you can call them thieves. If somebody's lying, you call them liars. Sunset, you wouldn't know a fact if it hits you in the face because you have been slapped around by facts and you still don't know what it is. It is righteous to forgive and just repent, says Thomas Padilla. Illegal is illegal, Paul says. It has nothing to do with Christ's laws and Bible and God and religion. It is the law of the land, and it needs to be respected, you hypocrites. I wish you were a Christian. Then I can really listen to you exhorting me if I was wrong, but I'm not. You hypocrites, throwing scriptures while breaking the law, which makes you dishonest. You hypocrites who preach about love and come and hate one man, and you are destroying a nation because of the same hate that you have for one man. You hypocrites who dare speak the name of God in vain. You hypocrites who don't fight to defend the land that you have swore an oath to defend and protect and to honor. You hypocrites that defend criminals and criminalize law-abiding citizens. You hypocrites who allow this land to be taken by illegal immigrants, by a group of people that have created a nation with a lot of sacrifices. A lot of blood has paid for the nation that we have today. You hypocrites that don't appreciate what we have come to be today. You hypocrites who condemn our president while he works tirelessly to do the things that no other president has ever done ever for the United States of America. You hypocrites who say you are Christians, and the lying tongue that you got has said nothing but hatred towards me directly. You hypocrites don't understand that when I'm giving a general coming out to the open, it's not directed to you, but because you're a hypocrite, it hits you right in your soul because you are guilty of that sin that you say that you're not, and that's why you're a hypocrite. You snakes that lie through your eyes because it's beneficial to you. You snakes who claim the Constitution is for the world and not for the American citizens. You generation of vipers who poison the minds of innocent children into transgenderism. You snakes who serve evil and the devil. You snakes who have been casted to hell. You snake and vipers that find every single moment of your life not to love, but you seek to come out and destroy. You snakes who belong to Satan, May God rebuke you, Satan, but I rebuke every single one of you demons in the name of Jesus Christ. You will pay for your sins, for you are not repenting, for you are choosing evil over goodness. You hypocrites who hate Jews and praise Palestinians, you hypocrites. When Israel wants peace and others want the annihilation of Israel, you hypocrites. Speaking of genocide, while Israel is attacked every single time and they have to keep defending themselves, and they have been for thousands of years. You hypocrites. You're trying to find some sort of what? Righteousness for yourself? Some sort of importance for your egos? You think your cause is just because people protest in our streets? They have nothing to do with us. And yet you hypocrites allow them to spit on immigrants that are legal in this country and on American citizens for protecting their land. You hypocrites who like to judge Israel for defending themselves. How many times has Israel sent bombers over here to the United States of America? Not once. And yet you hypocrites defend Palestinians, all these Muslim terrorists that strap bombs to destroy our cities and kill our innocent citizens and the people that are here in this country. You hypocrites raising the Palestinian flag instead of the American flag, who stands for justice and hope. You are all hypocrites and snakes. You vipers who don't allow progress to exist, and you want to destroy our society. You ungrateful hypocrites who hate others, and yet you preach of kindness. How is that? How is that? Keep calling me a liar. How is that? Not today. Today is your day. Today is not my day. Today is your day. Absolutely. 100%, Paul Sauce. Absolutely. God, thank you so much for this day. You are amazing. I am going to take a small break. I will see you guys later today. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for everything that you have done for me. Thank you for the courage you give me. Thank you for the love and kindness you have shown me. To all of my members, thank you so much. To all subscribers, you come through here. Just know that I appreciate every single one of you guys. And until next time, you all be blessed. Peace.